There are so many people that are living life with complacency, and complacency will kill you at the age of 30 before you even die. A lot of people, a lot of men, a lot of women, they don't pass away until they're 80, till they're 90 if they're lucky, but they truly limit themselves at a certain age in life. And I want you to understand is that it is not enough. Since when did you think that it would just be enough? When did you think that, hey, where I'm at right now is just enough? It is never enough. It is never enough. And there are certain things in our life that limit us. There are certain things in our life, as you are listening to this, that may be limiting you, that may be limiting your growth. Listen, you have unlimited potential. You have unlimited potential. So it is not enough. And one of the biggest killers of potential on this planet that stop you from getting the body of your dreams, that stop you from getting the family of your dreams, that stop you from leveling up in your career, that stop you from living this one life to your maximum potential is the feeling of complacency. Since when was it enough? You think you're in good shape? Compared to who? You think you're doing well financially? Compared to who? You think you're doing good in business or in your career? Compared to who? Compared to who? No, you should only compare yourself to who you could become. You should only compare yourself to your unlimited potential of the future. And it goes hand in hand. This goes for people that think that they're doing great in life and for people that think that they're doing very poorly in life. The beauty of it is that if you're awake right now, you have the opportunity to get better today. You have the opportunity to level up today. You should never define yourself. You should never define yourself by your current circumstances. You should only define yourself by your unlimited potential of the future. Whether you're doing great or whether you're doing good or whether you're doing poor, you have unlimited potential of the future. And at any moment, you can snap your fingers, tell your brain, tell your mind, tell your life that you're going to be somebody different. And when you do that, you change your habits one step at a time. So let's talk about complacency. There are many different reasons why people are complacent in life. They say, I'm in good enough shape. My pants fit me again. Oh, I'm making enough money to pay the bills. I can take care of my family just good enough. I'm comfortable in life. I still get my weekends. I still get to chill here and there. I get to go out for dinner once in a while. I'm not the worst shape. I have friends that are in worse shape than me. All right, I have family members that weigh more than me. I don't have a huge stomach. It's just maybe not super defined. And what happens is you get complacent and you lie to yourself. You lied to yourself saying that you are good enough. Listen, you don't need to be upset with your life, but you should be fighting for the best version of you because you are robbing yourself of your full potential. I need you to understand, all right? It is not enough. No matter how great shape you're in right now, you're not in as good shape as you could be. No matter how disciplined you think you are right now, you're not as disciplined as you could be. No matter how well you take care of your family now, you can take better care of them. And I want you to understand right now is you are literally robbing your potential if you live a day where you don't push your limits, where you don't do a little bit more than yesterday. You don't do one more rep than you did yesterday. You don't do one more step than you did yesterday. You don't make one more phone call than you did yesterday. You don't send one more message than you did yesterday. You don't say I love you to your family one more time than you did yesterday. You got to keep raising your standards. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the things that kill your potential and how to always tell your brain to push more, to be more disciplined, to fight for more, how to wake up every single morning with fire inside of you. Because guys, the truth is that you will lose everything if you stay who you are today. If you stay who you are today and you don't push the envelope, you will lose your family. You will lose your family. You will lose your job. You will lose your career. You will lose your house. You will lose everything that you have if you don't take it to the next level. And I'm not talking about losing the family you have today. I'm talking about losing out on the opportunity for how good your family could be tomorrow. Losing out on all the opportunities for the promotions you can get in your career if you don't level yourself up. Lose out on all the opportunities for how many people's lives you could impact if you don't become the best version of you. Lose all the opportunities and experiences that are waiting for you in this life if you don't become the character that can handle that. Last time I checked, if you want to get to level 10, you got to at least be a level 10 character. You got to level yourself up. It is not enough. If you are alive right now, it means that God knows that there's more inside of you. If he was done with you, you wouldn't have woken up this morning. If God was done with you, he wouldn't have said, here you go, here's another blessed day. He wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't have given it to you. And you're looking for a sign. I need a sign. I need somebody to help me out. I just need a sign. Your sign is you're watching this right freaking now. Do this, right? Oh my gosh, you have air. You have oxygen in your lungs. It means you aren't done yet. And you need to have that mentality right now in this very moment. Flip the switch in your brain and say to yourself, oh my gosh, I can feel my hands. I can feel my legs. I'm alive. I'm alive. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with this opportunity? What am I going to do with this chance? What am I going to do with this day? When you woke up this morning, really ask yourself, were you just like, it's just another day to get through? Or were you like, it's the opportunity today to get better, to move one step closer to who I said I want to become, one step closer to the next level in my life, 1% better today? How did you view today when you woke up? Because that energy is going to dictate your reality. That energy is going to determine how you operate today, the urgency you have. All right, the energy you have, the confidence you have, all right, the positivity that you could have, right? And so every single day, there are opportunities going right and left by your head. And if you aren't the person that's capable of handling those opportunities, you're not going to be able to take advantage of it. And so what I'm telling you right now is you will lose out on all the chances and opportunities in your life if you don't show up as the best version of you today. Because the life you are living is based on who you are today. So if you want more, you got to become more. And that's the beauty out of life is you can have more than what you got today because you can become more than who you are today. Let me say that one more time. You can get more than you have today. Better family, more customers, another promotion, a new car, a new house, everything you want, right? More confidence. You can get more than you have because you can become more than you are. You can get more than you have because you can become more than you are. But with that being said, if you never become more than you are today, you never become the next level version of you than you are today, you will never get more than you have. Your world around you will not change until you change the world inside of you. And so the biggest thing that kills men and women in life at the age of 20, at the age of 30, whenever they decide to stop growing, okay, is complacency. And a lot of people confuse complacency with fear. They're scared of what the next level looks like. I need you to pay attention. Only the real ones are going to listen to this point. You are scared of what the next life will look like for you. How do I know this? Because as a human being, we are comfortable with what we're familiar with. We confuse comfortability with familiarity. And so in your life, you think you are comfortable when comfort is a lie. Comfort is a lie. I need you to understand. Is that you think you're comfortable sitting on the couch watching football. You think you're comfortable hanging around the same friends that just gossip. You think you're comfortable scrolling on social media. No, you're not comfortable with it. You're actually very uncomfortable with it, which is why a lot of people get anxiety, which is why a lot of people feel like they're depressed. You're not. You're just too familiar with your life. We were born for the climb. You were born to level up. You were born to grow. You were born to provide. You weren't born to just do the same thing every day. You're born to test your limits. And so what happens to so many people that get comfortable in life is you're really just familiar. And so what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So what fear actually is it's just the unfamiliar. It's just the unfamiliar. And so a lot of people are scared to take the next step in life. They're too scared to take the risk. They're too scared to take the chance. They're too scared to live. And so I really want to say this one thing to you guys. There's this story of a man, and the man was too scared to take the risk. The man was too scared to take a chance. He was too scared to stretch the extra mile because he had a family to worry about. He was too scared. And one day that man died. And when he died, the family went to go collect the insurance, his life insurance. And the insurance company denied. The insurance company denied the man. And they said, because he was too scared to live, did he ever truly die? Because he was too scared to live, did he ever truly die? Let me tell you guys something. If you never take the chance, if you never take the risk, if you never go all in on your life, if you never truly start living, start taking the risks, start going after the best version of you, and you just decide to stay the same, and you don't make a difference in your family's life, you don't make a difference in your own life, you don't actually push the limits on your life to see what you're truly capable of, the version of you that you're created for. If you never truly live, then you never truly die. And then you never truly even existed, did you? And so I really want this to wake you up and make you realize that it is not enough. It is not enough to just get by. It is not enough to just be comfortable. It is not enough to just do the bare minimum in life. It's not enough to just do the same thing every single day. You need to push your limits. It is the only truly way that you get to the next level in life. It is the only true way that you actually truly live a life. And so it is not enough. So here's how you trick your brain. I guess you could call it trick your brain, but here's how you truly develop a brain that is always reaching for the next level. Number one is you need to always compare yourself to people that are above you. Everybody says comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is not the thief of joy. Comparison is actually the window of opportunity. Comparison is actually the vision for who you could become. The only people that say comparison is the thief of joy are the people that are living a comfortable life. Oh, don't compare yourself to the guy in better shape than you. It's going to make you feel bad about yourself today. No, the people that are hungry in life won't feel bad about themselves today. The people that are truly hungry in life, no, it's going to get them excited. They're going to get up out of bed a little bit earlier tomorrow morning. They're going to push a little bit harder in the gym tomorrow. They're going to watch what they eat a little bit better. The only people that say comparison is the thief of joy are the people that want to numb themselves and not feel bad that they're eating a bunch of pizza when they know the person in better shape is actually tracking their food. They don't want to feel bad that they're sleeping in all morning and staying up late watching Netflix while the other person's grinding, putting in the work that person knows they should be doing. Comparison is the thief of joy only to the people that stopped growing. They graduated college and they're like, I'm done growing. I don't need to learn anymore. They got their pants to button up again and they're like, hey, I don't need to get in better shape. I'm not out of breath walking up the stairs anymore. You could get a six-pack. You could get in better shape. You could be a little bit healthier. You could take better care of your family. And so comparison is not the thief of joy. So number one is you got to compare yourself to the people that are the next level because you only want what you are exposed to. If you don't know it exists, well, then you'll never go after it, right? There could be some crazy species of shark in the water. If I never know it exists, I'll never look for it. I'll never know it exists, and if it doesn't exist in my world, then it doesn't exist. And so that's what a lot of people do with goals. That's what a lot of people do with standards, is they never expose themselves to the next level. They hang around people that they're a little bit better than. They go to their job every day and they work a little bit harder than the person sitting next to them. Listen, if you make 7 calls a day in your company, or you do 7 hours of work, and the person next to you does 6, you feel pretty good. But what if the person next to you was doing 12 hours of work? How would you feel then? You would feel like crap. And then you have the opportunity to do 1 more hour than them. And so you got to compare yourself to somebody better than you. So let me ask you a question. When you see somebody 1 step ahead of you, a little bit better shape than you, maybe is a little bit more disciplined than you, maybe works just a little bit harder than you, does it make you insecure or does it excite you? Does it make you say, oh, there's another level to conquer? Because last time I checked, when you beat the video game, it's not very fun anymore. The fun is trying to get to the next level. And so in life, if you're at the age of 25 and you think you beat the video game, no wonder you feel depressed. No wonder you can't get up out of bed in the morning. No wonder you need 18 alarm clocks just to wake up in the morning. No wonder you got to party on the weekends or distract yourself with Netflix. It's because you're not living out your purpose. You're not living out your passion. You're not chasing. Guys, we are designed to chase after our dream life. So number one, compare yourself to people that are better than you. The people that say comparison is the thief of joy are the people that said they stopped growing in life. If you have a growth mindset, comparison is actually the window of opportunity to who you could become. That's what that really means. That's number one. Number two, always raise your standards. Always raise your standards. You see, a lot of people in life set goals. The problem with the goal is that everybody has a goal. So why do few people achieve the goal, right? When at the start of a marathon, everybody had the goal to come in first place. So what's the difference between first and second place? Did second place, was their goal to come in second? No, they had the same goal as first place. It was to come in first. So what's the difference if they have the same goal? The difference is the person that came in first had better standards. Higher standards. They ran for maybe 20 more minutes than the other person during practice. They pushed themselves a little bit harder than the other person every single day of the week. They ate a little bit healthier than the other person. And so in life, you think you've done enough and you never push yourself and you're comfortable and you have the same standards that you had last year, then that means you stopped growing. And the earth is always spinning forward. So the moment you decide to stop growing is the moment you start decaying. It's one or the other. Are you growing or are you decaying? So the way that you need to trick your mind, and this is what I tell all of my clients, to say, hey, you lost 10 pounds. What's the next goal? You should always have a goal you're chasing. Is it now to build muscle? Do you want to lose a little bit more fat? And then you break it down a step further. You got 10,000 steps a day in last month on average. Well, let's make it 11,000 this week. Oh, you tracked your food and you hit your protein goal 80% of the time. Let's hit your protein goal 85% of the time. Always raise your standards. You're in the gym and you're too comfortable lifting the same weight, doing the same workout. Well, why don't we lift heavier weight? Why don't we push ourselves a little bit harder? Why don't we wake up a little bit earlier? Why don't we cut out one more habit that is stealing your attention? You still watch TV on the weekends? Who could you be if you cut out the TV? Who could you be if you cut out the scrolling? Who could you be if you cut out the junk food? Who could you be if you cut out the negative and toxic people in your life? Who could you be if you actually did what you said you were going to do? Who could you be if you did one more than you did yesterday and you did that every single day for the rest of your life? Who could you be? And so you need to have the mentality that it is never enough. You should be proud at how far you've come, but the joy in life is when you're growing, when you're reaching. That is when we feel the most alive. Remember the last time where you really had big goals, you really had big dreams, you really were chasing something new in life? It's exciting. It's the same reason why most people that start a business, they love the start of it because it's new. It's new. And so they'll start one business and start the next business. Or it's the person that starts the diet and then they start the next diet. How many of you listening have started how many diets this year? How many diets have you started this year? How many workout plans have you started this year? How many times? The reality of the situation is you only need one diet to see results. You only need one workout plan to see results. You only need one business model to see results. So why do people love starting over and over and over again? It's because it's something new. It's something exciting. And then the moment it gets hard, you think you got to do something new. You don't need to do something new. You need to just raise your standards. You got in great shape? Oh, I'm in good shape. Now let me focus all my attention on being the best Lego builder. Let me focus all my attention on being really good at this hobby, on pickleball. Let me focus all my attention on work. No, pick what you want to be great at in life and always raise your standards. Always push yourself a little bit harder. There's always an area where you can get 1% better at. Stop stopping and starting. Imagine where you could be if you never stopped in the first place. So guys, it is not enough. You need to get the mentality of always raising your standards. That is the separator between the person that came in first and second, is they both had the same goal. It's just the person that came in first had higher standards. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's diminishing returns. It's diminishing returns, right? When they say, like, this is the problem in life. People are like, why are you going to walk another 1,000 steps? You already walk 10K a day. What's 11K going to do? It's diminishing returns. It's still a return. It's still a return. It's a diminishing return, but it's still a return. So if it's still a return, and yeah, maybe the person that won the marathon won by, a couple seconds, is because they focus on the diminishing returns. So if you always level yourself up and always raise your standard, even if it is diminishing returns, you can still get better. And when you do that, that is how you wake up and you look back at the end of this year right now and you're completely unrecognizable. Because while everybody else was thinking that they did enough and they can coast and they can take the weekends off and they can chill and they're good with where they're at, you kept getting 1% better every day. And that adds up. So look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, have you done enough? Have you really done enough? And the answer is if you're still alive, you still have opportunity. Most people die at 30, but they're just not buried till 80. Make sure that's not you. Because the people that never truly lived, then they never truly died. And then they never truly existed. That is it. That is all. I hope you have the absolute best day of your life. You were born with greatness inside of you, and you were born to see what your limits are and your potential is. There's people counting on you. There's opportunities waiting for you. And there's a whole brand new life that you could step into if you just keep raising the standards. It's not enough, guys. You got more inside of you. That is it. That is all. Peace out. And let's get super fit.